Kundalini Energy and third eye. Now I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible because I've already spoken on the third eye, pineal gland a lot, but I haven't really spoken on the Kundalini Energy. Now, what I'm going to tell you about the Kundalini Energy and third eye comes from my own personal experience. These are not just something that I looked up and I'm telling it to you. This comes from my own personal experience. See, when you speak to people, you want to speak from your personal experience as much as possible, because then you will tell them the truth, not something that you believe. Don't tell people things that you can believe, because those things can end up being a lie. All right. So anyways, Kundalini Energy. Okay. The Kundalini Energy is an energy that lays at the root of your spine. Now, when I say root, I mean root chakra, at the base of your spine. Okay. Doing tantra, meditation, raising your vibrational frequency, eventually you will unlock that energy within your spine. Once you unlock that energy within your spine, it will start to reverberate and go up your spine, lighting up every single chakra, starting from the root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, pineal gland, third eye, to the crown chakra. It will light all those chakras up as it's doing that. And that is a very intense feeling, okay? I experienced it myself. Now, when that happened, I had no intention of even unlocking my Kundalini energy. I had no intention on that. So don't focus on those things. Understand those things will come naturally to you. They will. All right. Now, as some people unlocking the Kundalini energy, it's more easier to tap into than others. All right. It's more easier. So the time period that you will unlock your Kundalini energy simply depends on the person. But what I can tell you is the Kundalini energy is something that everybody has within themselves. Okay. Your spine constantly has energy going through it once you unlock that Kundalini energy. It does. But see, the thing is, people aren't taught these things. They're taught to stay away from these things, stay away from meditation, stay away from the pineal gland, third eye, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But once you unlock your Kundalini energy, once you unlock that energy that flows from your root chakra, once you unlock that energy that is stuck, dormant, laying dormant in your root chakra, and you get that energy reverberating up your body, you will then see how much power you have within yourself. You will then know how much power you have within yourself. Now, this is just one of the many things that you can experience that will let you know this. But you will then know how much power you have within yourself, and you'll know you're way more than what these religions and what these things are teaching you in this matrix. You're way more than that. Okay? Now, moving on.
Low. So, as we study the chakras, we have to understand that the spine is not just a set of bones, it is the heart of the central nervous system which connects the brain, heart, kidneys, etc. all together. It connects all of these chakras together. The spinal column is a thinking part of us. Through the study of the chakras, we can understand that our whole body is an intelligence, not just the brain. That is such an old-fashioned point of view. As you've been seeing on the screen, the chakras have 7 colors. All of the chakras work together to create light, or that is where white light came from and dispersed into 7 rays. Cosmic rays. A rainbow is not a rainbow without all of its colors, right? We can't create white light without all of the colors. It's a mistake to think that each chakra awakens individually or independently, or that they awaken systematically one by one. Each chakra is already awakened in tiny degrees in either positive or negative ways within each of us. It's important to not be mere simpletons about this, but to understand that we are deeply complex, energetic beings. Each one relates to the other in a myriad of ways. This whole thing is not a simple matter. Everyone is always looking for simple answers, right? If you're looking for something easy, then just check out all of the other simple videos that are out there that are kind of like chakras for dummies, okay? This takes tremendous work. The development of these energetic centers takes a lot of commitment. In order to progress with this, one has to be willing to be in their own inner isolation and not be caught up in the world of form. That doesn't mean we need to be in physical isolation, although that could help, but it means we aren't moved anymore by the fleeting distractions of life, and we are only concerned with what is actually happening within us. Because as you'll see, the chakras sort of absorb external forces when they shouldn't be, and they should generate their own power. Another general rule that we'll see throughout the relationships that the chakras have with each other is that the first three chakras, the root, sacral, and solar plexus, are lower chakras, inferior chakras, you could say, in the sense that they are where most of our animalistic, egoic nature resides, and thus we must learn to control them with our higher chakras, the heart chakra, throat, and head. So we do this by raising the serpent of Kundalini, which is a feminine force. We raise it up through the spinal chakra canal. This feminine force, which awakens the right side of the brain, creates balance and unity with our masculine side, which is known in science as the left hemisphere of the brain. So Kundalini is not just feminine then, but we primarily recognize it as so because all our source of energy comes from our root chakra. It's our divine mother or mother nature, which provides us with this energy to ascend upwards to our Father in the heavens, in our brain. And how do we do this? Well, to stay with the book of Revelation, it continues to say, the people began to weep bitterly because it says, no man was worthy to open the scroll or look inside it. Now, the root or original meaning of the word man means to think. So it's saying that no man can open up the seven chakras. Why? Because man, with its thinking mind, cannot open the chakras by thinking. The secrets of the spine cannot be discovered, cannot be felt or opened by speculating, theorizing, or singing about it. It has to be experienced. So it continues to say, do not weep. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah has triumphed to open the scroll and its seven seals. The Lion of Judah represents the zodiacal sign Leo, which represents the sun and also the heart. The sun being the heart, the center of our solar system, and also the center of our energetic body and chakras. Now, don't worry, these biblical references will make more sense by the end of the series. For example, you'll see how the heart chakra is an essential gateway for unlocking both the lower and higher chakras. So it's through the stimulation of Kundalini energy, which has its feminine power in love, love being the fire of the heart, and this energy rises up the spine just as the sun rises in physical life through the chakras and bursts open into light, splitting itself into seven colors of manifestation. The thinking mind cannot open the chakras, the heart must, the heart mind. If you are a somewhat advanced practitioner, you will know that if you place your attention, your awareness in your chest, your heart area, you will feel those vibrations of natural love that come from the heart chakra. Not many people can do this. I get a lot of questions and emails saying, I can't feel anything or any energy in my heart center. So this is what we're here for, right? To try and open and sense and commune with this center of love. If you were ever a teenager and you had your first love, right, your first crush, you may have noticed burning in your chest, right? This is to do with the heart chakra. So, to understand how the chakras work, we can think of them as seven magnetic centers within us that attract and accumulate certain forces or energies. Those energies can come from various things. But what is the base or raw force that these centers utilize? Prana. Prana means life force in a spiritual and material sense. Prana is everywhere in every atom, in all the elements. Prana is also known as the breath. Okay, so it's everywhere. Now, not to get too technical here, but let's understand the metaphysical process. What people are referring to when they say this is some people with certain practices or even using drugs try to instantly awaken their chakras in a powerful way. But this is not awakened in a positive way. They awaken it in a negative way, meaning the ego becomes more empowered. And that's what is dangerous and leads you to illusion and delusion. And so it's wrong to call this Kundalini awakening. This is essentially an egoic awakening. The energy has been awakened in an inverted way. Because right now, all of our chakras are at the grip of our ego. And when you try to amplify the chakras without purifying them, what happens? All your delusions, your hallucinations of reality become amplified, and you become even more confused and misled, only listening to yourself and all the dreams and hallucinations that your ego is sending you in your mind's eye. Kundalini is only authentically awakened through the dissolvement of the ego and through overcoming our personal spiritual challenges, which are all different to each soul. If you have come into this life, you have come to learn specific things, and that's not easy. And so Kundalini awakens when we pass our ordeals, when we pass our challenges, our trials. It is awakened through the merits of our hearts and our deeds too. This is symbolic of why initiations throughout various spiritual traditions have trials that people have to overcome. They reflect the trials that are within, the trials of the heart. This is what initiation means. So let's understand this deeper aspect about the state of which our chakras are in right now, which are in a state of ego. You know, everyone's always asking, how do I activate my chakras? They're already activated, okay? Otherwise, you would be dead. You would not be an animated soul in this body. They are just activated in negative ways that we are not conscious of. So they are activated, but they are not awakened, meaning not self-realized. And self-realization naturally and innately implies purification and balancing of these chakras through the light of awareness itself. Because if you were really conscious of them directly, you would immediately realize how you've been living and want and intuitively know and sense how to balance them, how to correct yourself, because you would have seen your mistakes. Right now, you're confused, right? You don't know what your mistakes are. You don't know how to awaken because you can't see. You don't know the mistakes you're making from moment to moment every day. Right now, while our consciousness is asleep, our chakras are spinning anti-clockwise to the left. They